chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls. The Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on the first play is Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Here's Corral on first down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Here's Corral. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On third down, Corral. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, fourth down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Fourth down. Here's Corral. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 31-yard line.
Forty's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Come to hurt. We want it. Street.
A first down throw for Mills. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Corral sets up play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
He's got a man, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Not today, you are. Not today. Shit. Watch twist. Watch. 80. Twist. 70 Ranger. Hey, we're going Mike 40. Riggs. Mike 18 Rattler. Let's go. Mike 40.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Let's go, D.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Cooks will come in motion right.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mills now. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Corral. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Corral. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. These two teams all tied after one. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Check. He's coming.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Well, hey, we're on Mike 40.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike 40.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 40.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Pick it up,
The Texans at 13-3 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
40's Mike, 40's Mike. Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day. All day.
Now Mills. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mills on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Double up. Check. Watch QB draw. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Now watch run. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mills able to make something out of it and pick up the first down with his legs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run here with Pierce. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably... He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 2nd and 9, Mills eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Not here.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Get in the weight room.
To throw, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Mike 13. Mike 13. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
Pierce now up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
4 down.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day off this.
Come 19. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Mike 7.
Throwing, Mills. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and goal from the 1.
All day, every day, any day.
Trap 60.
40's the Mike. Squeeze.
All day, baby. Check smash.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike.
Check.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Here's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Being chased out left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 23. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Mills to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion left goes Cooks. Looking to throw is Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Give left side for Pierce. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check 3, check 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
On 2nd and 12, Mills forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Coming to you, coming to you.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
40's Mike, 40's Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Check Mike 40, check Mike 40. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come out here, come get some. Go.
Mills gets the dump off to Pierce. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On the play fake, Corral. On the move to his left. That pass complete to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Moore, the man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Corral on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 40 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 15 now. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, 40's Mike, right there, 40's Mike. 19 tight. Yeah, check, hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
3rd and long for Mills. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the 44, Corral. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Third and long, Corral. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Corral sets up play action. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3, so now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. In motion, the tight end. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Samson Abukum able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mills. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Hey, smash. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Trap 60. Trap 60. 40's the Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Hey, watch your leg. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hand off left side, Pierce. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check, he's coming.
Beckham will go in motion right.
I'm coming after you. Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, D. Mike 40, Mike 40. Right here, right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mills. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Check, smash. Check, smash. Check, Mike 40. Let's set a tone. Check. 40's Mike. Hurt. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hurt. Quarterback team. Pioneer. Get that quarterback. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Mills back to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Corral to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Corral. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Corral. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Corral to Moore there. Good for a Carolina first. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Carolina, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall for just the fourth time all season as they will finish 13-4. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.